It's time to come up out of that fear and stop living in the past. Because you making the past repeat itself by what you think, okay? You have to stop thinking things into existence that you don't want to be your reality, okay? So come up out of that fear because you have such a beautiful glow and such a beautiful light around you that there's no way in the world you should have that much fear on top of you right now. Especially, you should be trusting in your soul team and the Most High Divine Creator and what's around you. Okay? You have for so long by yourself, but you always had that light with you, that guidance that was always with you. So understand that you were never alone, even when you felt like you were alone. And thus far, you have been doing great. So try to take the fear out of the unknown because sometimes the unknown can be very surprising. You understand? Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and jump into the unknown head first. Like, let's go, what it is, okay? Because sometimes it could be the best outcome that you have ever could imagine, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. So I'm going to tap and see what's in the collective energy because also Santa Claus came to mind. I was wondering, what does that mean? That means stop worrying about Santa Claus and what Santa Claus going to buy and get and bring and all of that stuff, and start worrying more about the tradition of it, and that is bringing the family together, all the family together, listening to some healing music, looking at some beautiful fire crinkling and all of that stuff. All of that stuff is healing and reminding. So bring back to the tradition and the family, okay? That's how you bring the family back together in some events and some things like that. Holidays and things like that. Those who do celebrate the holidays. You understand holidays and traditions was so popping back in the day before we knew what the true meaning of those things were. You know what I mean? Still bring back the tradition in your family. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Yes. So we want to get you to start worrying real quick. You know what I mean? Because that was like three cards that came out on each other. You know what I mean? You got a heavy load on you, okay? With this tower in reverse as well, with the Ten of Wands right here, you have a heavy load that you are carrying with you everywhere that you go. You hear me? Everywhere that you go. Creating moments that don't exist for you. You understand? So when you think about all the baggage that you have with you, it kind of brings you back to the past. So it feels like something is being taken away from you all over again. In all reality, it's not, because you are the master of your plan. You understand? You put the sauce in what you got going on. Okay? So you want to manifest the great things into your life, not the past things, not the past things that hurt you, that had you stuck. You understand? Because those things can't hurt you no more. They are way behind you, even if it was yesterday. You have to understand that, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Don't worry about so much. You got a lot of things that you are worrying about that is really tapping into your emotions, that's making you emotional. And when you become emotional, you become anxious. So you don't want to have anxiety attacks and things like that. But just in case you do, put your hands under some water. Tap into the elements of earth, air, water, and fire. You understand? Sometimes you got to take off your shoes and step into the grass or into the ground to tap into Mother Earth. Use the nature's medicine to help you through these difficult times and things. Use your prayers, your soul teams, your angels to come through for you when you're feeling like that. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You're not listening to that higher call. You're not listening to that higher voice that is guiding you, that's giving you the strength that you need to fight the battles that you are facing. And you're doing so well with fighting these battles. You understand? Even with the support team that you have around you. It's your worries that's causing you to have fear. And the only thing that you need to fear is the Most High Divine Creator, because he is the one that has say over your life. You understand? So if you give him the most positive part of you, that is what is going to be surrounding you. Positivity, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You know what I mean? Watch what you thinking. Think on a more mature level. You understand? Because you got a lot of immature thoughts, but you need to think on a bigger level, not so small. You understand? See the bigger picture of the things that you're going through. Everything that we're going through, because we are living in divine timing right now, is all spiritual. So you guys got to understand and pay attention to the lessons that you need to learn. Because once you learn them lessons, you will receive tremendous blessings, okay? Trust me, I know. Trust me, okay? Thank you, Sarah, for coming through like you always do. You got a very emotionally unstable person that is just trying to penetrate your light, that is trying to trigger you and things like that. You can't allow this one person to trigger you, to trigger your every moves, every motion, everything that you do, and you're allowing this person to trigger you. So this person is kind of like stepping on your dreams, stepping on the things that you want to do, and it's kind of blocking you. But you only give that power to them by allowing them to control your thoughts and your mind. They are the ones that make you think on an immature level. You can't allow that to happen. You understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You understand? This is why delays are happening. This is why you have those stagnant thoughts. This is why you have those emotions that's going on around you right now, because everything is like kind of on hold. It's kind of delayed. And like I said, that's because you blocking it. You understand? People only going to do what you allow them to do. So if you allow them to take up your headspace all day, you have allowed that. So you have to take accountability for yourself sometimes and understand you got to get up out of that, because what exists is what you think. You hear me? So if it's in your mind and if it's on your heart, then you bringing these things to existence. So like I said, change your train of thought. You want to think positive in all situations, because there is something positive in every negative. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You know what I mean? It's stopping your achievements. It's stopping your growth. You know, you're allowing this person to block your intuition and things like that, or this energy that's around you. Don't allow it to block your intuition, because you're the type of person that knows better here, okay? You know that you're supposed to be listening to your guidance. You know that you're supposed to be listening to these things, and you know that those things will make you successful. So try to reverse your mind here. Like I said, it is mind over matter. You hear me? You have to, what matters to you the most, that's what you mind the most. You hear me? That's what you fight for the most. You hear me? Yes, Spirit, speak. Thank you for coming through like you always do. You have to fight here. You understand? And it's all right. It's all right. Okay? Yes. You got this Three of Wands right here. You know, it's like you ignoring this situation, trying to turn your back on the situation. But this situation is calling your attention. It needs your attention. You right there waiting by yourself for the results. So you got the results right in your hands. And look at all that beautiful yellow that it has, which is comforting, supporting, and things like that. So maybe you want to take a look and see what's going on. Okay? This is something that you have to do. You understand? Because it's in your hand, and you take a leap of faith when you do this. You see how you holding that crystal and you holding it out into the Most High Divine Creator as an offering, as to say, look, I bring peace, I surrender, and I allow you to take the will on this situation, Most High Divine Creator. That's that leap of faith that you take, okay? So take that leap of faith before you make that decision. And watch how you walk away. You know, you're going to walk away feeling like, yeah, I'm the shit, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. So take your time, do the right thing, go in the right direction, you know, pay attention to your guidance, because it's all over you, okay? I'm sending you so much love, light, and prosperity. Please pay attention to that fear. Turn that fear into faith. Okay? Turn that fear into belief. Turn that fear into a prayer. Okay? And come up out of that. Come up out of that because you have the light and the dark, okay? Understand that. You are a demon slayer, okay? Love and light, namaste.